This video is going to be for the more, no offense, but nerdy crowd. If you're not into gear and effects, this probably isn't going to be your video. Over the past little over a year of doing solo acoustic gigs, I quickly became aware of how limited I was with control over my tone. I'm going to go over the effects that I decided to buy. I'm not sponsored by any of these companies. This is not a paid thing. The first purchase that I made was this guy right here. This is a Tech 21 acoustic fly rig. I've had several people ask me, if you had to pick one or two things, what would you pick? Number one would be this. This addresses the original issue that I had, control over my tone. This is basically like a mini amp that is also a DI. You got a low pass filter, you got your highs, mids, mid shift, and then your lows. Notch filter. So if you're getting a slightly offensive frequency, you can sweep with this and it'll get rid of it. A compressor. This wasn't a cheap pedal, $250. Well worth it. It's got a built-in tuner. Tech 21 acoustic fly rig. This is a Fender Smolder acoustic overdrive. If you are an acoustic artist and you want overdrive, this is the way to go. I'm actually going to have two overdrives on my board. I got the TC Electronic Mojo that one of my coworkers actually gave me. Thanks, Dave. Dave's not here, man. This is actually going to be my lead overdrive, but this is my main overdrive. And with this blend control here, there's a cab simulator in here. If you go all the way to the right, it's all the overdriven cab simulation. If you go all the way to the left, it's your dry tone from just your acoustic. Dial it into your taste. You have how much drive you want on it. You have the level that you're going to use. You have your bass and your treble and your tone. Acoustic guitars weren't really meant to be overdriven, and so the number one issue that you run into is feedback. Anytime you start to run into that issue, you turn this pickup comp up and it gets rid of that. Love this pedal. This would be, if there was two things I was going to pick, this would be my number one, this would be my number two. My next big purchase, this is a Sheeran Looper Plus. It's made by Headrush. I'm a big fan of this. I wanted to have a dual track looper because I wanted to have at least a verse and a chorus. This was $350, but I bought this during a time where they were doing $50 off, so I think I got this for like $300 instead of $350. This pedal is to add some depth to my verses so that I can have two guitar parts, and then also for my choruses so that I can play leads over my choruses. This is the Mojo by TC Electronics. That's going to be my lead overdrive to add some separation in the mix. A-B switch. If you don't get something like this, you kind of have to do like tap dance. This gives you the ability to operate the independent channels. You can reassign this encoder knob. Pretty sure these stay the same. You can assign what you want these to do. There's a lot of options of how you can program this pedal to work for you. These are really nice. This thing is built for the road. This is an OPFXS Dig Deep. This generates an 808 tone. This is a monophonic pedal. It's going to find your lowest note that you're playing and it's going to generate the subharmonic frequency of that note. I do have a couple things that I don't like about it. I play a half step down. Sometimes it has an issue with tracking, but it's really not super noticeable. The solution to that is Play Cleaner. So that's it. I don't think there's going to be anything else that I add to this board. I'm sure my wife hopes not. I just wanted to do a quick rundown of what I'm putting on my board. I hope that you'll find this helpful. If you found this informative, helpful, whatever, share it. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.